Okay, so guys, today we are going to learn about chapter 13, which is Meteoroid, Asteroid, and Comet. So for today's lesson, it's just only taking 1 hour to finish this. I'm planning to finish this within 1 hour. So hopefully everyone can focus during the class and if you have any problem, just kindly hit the chat button and you may ask whatever. Okay, so let us start now. Do you know the world largest meteorite? What is the world largest meteorite? Okay, this is one example of meteorite. So we are going to learn about what is the definition of meteorite. Actually, there are so many terms that we are going to discover today, which is meteorite, meteoroid, asteroid, comet. Okay, there are so many terms that we are going to discover today. So make sure by the end of the lesson today, you know how to differentiate between meteoroid, meteorite, asteroid, and comet. So let us begin with this. Okay, this is the interesting facts. The Hobart meteorite weighs about 119,000 pounds, estimated at 66 tons. It is the strangest aspect of all is that it left no crater once it fell on the earth. Scientists have suggested that the flat shape of the object may be responsible for its low velocity at impact. So this is the meteorite that can be found to be fell on Earth. So what is meteorite actually? So 13.1 are the objects in the solar system such as meteoroid, asteroid, and comet. That is what we are going to discover today. So what is meteoroid? Meteoroid is a floating piece of stone and metal that move in space. Okay, it is made of stone and metal that is moved in space. However, in the other way, they can reach the Earth or also other planets. How? So the thing that we are going to learn today is how this meteoroid can be found on Earth. Why it can be found on Earth. So let us begin with this. So just now I have introduced to you what is the meaning of meteorite. So now guys, can you please give your own definition from what we have discovered today? What is meteorite? So let us begin now. So how to respond? As usual, you just click on the link on the new browser and then respond to the link. All right, let's try this. Okay, I have shared already the link. So you just click on the link and then respond. So now I've just only received one response only. So in here we can see, sorry. Wait, yeah. Okay, in here we can see only 7. Okay. So where's the others? Where's the others? We are having only 89 peoples here. Okay. 12, 13, 14. Okay. Today we are going to announce the winner. So make sure you join the browser by using your own name. Okay. Give your name. Okay, what is meteorite? So look at here. Okay, the meteorite are the small body moving on the solar system. The small rocky metallic body in outer space, yes. Okay, floating piece of rock or metal, floating piece of stone and metal that move in space. Meteoroid is a floating stone and metal floating piece of stone and metal that move in space. A small body moving in the solar system that would become a meteor is if it entered the Earth's atmosphere. A small body moving in the solar system that would become a meteor. A floating piece of stone and metal that move in space. So mostly student answer the same terms, which is by stating the word of metal, stone, move in space, floating piece of stone, and so on. A ball made up of stone and metal. Star that falls on Earth's surface. Okay, thank you very much for your response, guys. Now we are going to see the results grid. So in here we can see like this. Okay, what is the correct answer for this? Okay, let's see the winner. Who is the winner? Okay, where is it? Where is the top player now? Wait, so 34 only of you have joined. Not all. Can you please, all of you have to join this first. Okay, so top 3. Who is the top 3? Why not functioning? Wait, the presentation. Yeah, wait. I have turned it to competition mode. But why? Okay, start. So the answer is fragment, asteroid, particle, stone, surface, object made up of iron, and so on. Okay. So then who is the winner? Not yet. Not assigned yet. Wait, yeah. We wait until the next one. Okay. So good job, guys. Everyone has answered a very good answer. So now we are going to see the next slide. Okay, what is meteoroid? Meteoroid is a small rocky or metallic body that traveling through space. Meteoroid are significantly smaller than asteroid. Okay, the size of meteoroid is smaller than asteroid and range in size from small grain to 1 meter wide object. So if you're going to compare for the size, meteoroid is smaller than asteroid. So most are fragment from comet or asteroid. Okay, they are actually originated from comet or asteroid. So when it becomes a fragment, so it becomes meteoroid. All right, next. Okay, for this, the visible streak of light from space debris is the result of heat as it enters a planet atmosphere, and the trail of glowing particles that is shed in a wake is called meteor, or colloquially a shooting star or falling star. A series of many meteor appearing seconds or minutes apart and appearing for originate from the same fixed point in the sky, it is called meteor shower. Meteor shower is the things that appearing in seconds or minutes apart, and the fragment is smaller compared to the larger one. So if the size is larger, so we can call it as meteor or shooting star. But then when the size becomes more smaller, so we can say that it is a meteor shower. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? If clear, just hit the button.
Can you just repeat about the meteor shower part?
Meteor shower. Okay, for the meteor shower, actually the meteor shower is the smaller part fragment of the meteor that that appearing, so we call it as a shower. Such an example, can you imagine you are taking shower, so how does the size of water that reach your body?
So maksudnya meteor besar dia pecah-pecah-pecah jadi kecil.
Yes. So meteor besar dia pecah-pecah jadi kecil, so it becomes a meteor shower. So actually the meteor shower actually appearing to the planet in second or minutes apart. So dia takes a very short time to reach the planet. So it is called meteor shower. So then for the meteor, for the shooting star or falling star, the meteor's size maybe becomes bigger compared to the meteor shower. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, next. Okay, now we have just discovered about meteor. So just now I have said that the meteor is smaller compared to asteroid and comet. So what is asteroid? So you can refer to your textbook now. So what is the meaning of asteroid? So let's see your answer. So around rocky, sun, comet, planet, asteroid, orbiting, it's metal and rocky. So this is how you are responding. So but then let's see the result grid. So as for the result grid, a large metal and rocky body that travels around the sun and its own. A big rocky body orbiting the sun travels around its own. So asteroid is a big rocky body. Okay, as we can see here, larger than meteorite. So here is what I'm going to discover. Okay, it's not necessarily to just copy down the thing that you can discover from your textbook. Okay, the thing that I'm going to see here is actually, what do you think? What is the asteroid from your own opinion? Okay, but that is good too, to give your response as long as you can refer to the textbook. A large metal and rocky body that travels around the sun in its own. Okay, mostly have key in the answer same as just in your textbook, but then in here it is metal and rocky, larger than meteorite. So that is the answer lah. Okay, so next, let us discover. Good job, guys. So what is asteroid actually? Asteroid is, wait, asteroid is a large metal and rocky body that travels around the sun in its own orbit. Actually, asteroid,
Teacher.
yeah,
Look, isn't it around Mars and Jupiter, the asteroid belt?
actually asteroid can be anywhere in our
Tapi dia datang daripada asteroid belt kan?
okay, this thing, asteroid is not originated from only one planet. It can be linking around our solar system. Okay, because actually asteroid, meteoroid and comet actually a fragment of them that becomes smaller and smaller. So when it becomes smaller, it becomes meteoroid. And this asteroid is bigger one, large one. Okay, so later we will do a very specific differentiation between asteroid, meteoroid and comet later. Wait, keep calm, Mavinda. Okay, let me finish discuss this first.
Boleh, teacher.
An asteroid is a large metal and rocky body that travels around the sun in its own orbit. So how does the characteristic of the asteroid? Size start from 1 meter to 1,000 kilometer. If we compare to the meteorite just now, meteorite is just only 1 meter. Okay, so it shows that asteroid is more larger compared to meteorite. Okay, that is this for its terms in terms of the size, and made up of stones and metals such as iron and nickel. Iron and nickel also the stones that can be found in our earth. However, this kind of metal also can be found in the outer space in terms of in the form of asteroid itself. So asteroid forms an asteroid belt between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. So yes, okay, I'm answering your question just now, Malvinda. Asteroid form an asteroid belt between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. So the belt that surrounding Mars and Jupiter actually is made up of asteroid. So the belt actually is made of iron and nickel, but not every belt are made up of iron and nickel. So in here, the only planet that made of for their belt is made of the asteroid is just only for Mars and Jupiter, not for Zuhal. Okay, next. Give two difference of asteroid and meteorite. Okay, can respond now. I'm waiting for your response. Okay, asteroid bigger size, meteoroid. Which one ni? Meteoroid, asteroid is bigger size compared to meteoroid. Okay, other than that, size. Okay, give two difference. How about the size? Can you please explain more in further? How does it size? Asteroid is bigger than meteoroid. Okay, other than that, temperature. Okay, then when it's bigger, so you say that the temperature is becomes bigger, higher lah. For the size, bigger than meteoroid. Asteroid bigger. Asteroid is cooler than meteoroid. Size, meteoroid is smaller than asteroid. Asteroid is large, rocky body space in orbit surround the sun. Meteoroid is much smaller rock of particles in orbit. Meteoroid doesn't have an orbit, but asteroid have one. Yes, good. Okay, meteoroid doesn't have orbit, but asteroid have one. Yes, good. Okay, it's a very good answer. Asteroid is bigger in size compared to meteoroid. Yes. Okay. Actually, generally, we can say that the difference between asteroid and meteoroid actually for its size and also for the occurrence of the orbit. Okay, let's see the best answer here. Okay, wait for you. I will wait for you to respond first and then we'll see the answer. 22 of you just responded. How about the others? Can you please respond? You can hold on your Zoom club meeting. If you are using handphone, you also can go to the new browser and paste the link and go to Google Clap. It's okay. You won't be kicked out from this room.
Teacher, can you repeat? I had to go tadi.
Huh?
Can you just repeat apa yang cikgu cakap tadi? I had to go.
Okay, so it's here. If you are using handphone, you just can turn on to home button. Just press the home button and click the new browser. Such an example, Google. Okay, and then use this code. Okay, copy the code from the chat room and then paste on your Google browser. And then you can go for to respond this one. Okay,
Teacher, I'll be right
27.
back.
Sorry?
I'll be right back. I have to go right now.
Okay.
My neighbor's house is on fire.
Huh?
Smoking.
Really? Now? It's happening now.
Right now, the house next to my neighbor's house.
Oh, you have to stop lah. You have to get out from your house first.
Tak, bukan tak. Dia smoking je dah sampai dah semua.
Kat mana tu? Where your house is situated?
It's nearby just in taman in Jalan Budiman Selatan.
Jalan Budiman.
Just.
So is the fire brigade has reached now?
Ya, tak banyak pun dia smoking je. I just want to go check, tengok je.
Okay. So now 30 of you on the line. Okay, so let's see the correct answer. So actually, the correct answer is an asteroid is bigger than meteoroid. And an asteroid has its orbit while meteoroid does not has. Okay, if you go through to the answer list, actually correct lah. Okay, you are actually explaining the difference in terms of the size and also the occurrence of the orbit. Good job, guys. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Okay, now we are going to learn more and further regarding the comet. Okay, what is comet, guys? What is comet? Anyone of you knows what is comet? Okay, let's vote first. What is comet? So in here we can see a celestial object consisting of a nucleus of ice and dust and wind. Okay, a celestial object consisting of a nucleus of ice, dust and wind. Okay, everyone is giving the same response. Okay, icy outer space body. Yes. Yeah. Okay, very good, everyone. So it seems like everyone's giving the same response. In here, a mixture of ice, gas, and dust. Mixture release, object, celestial, consisting, particle, outgassing, comet, tail. So what is the meaning of tail? Okay, so yeah, let's see the answer. So what is the comet actually? The comet is consist of two main part. Okay, it has head and tail. Okay, I just seen just now. Someone of you has mentioned the word of tail. Yes. Okay, a comet is a small body made up of a mixture of ice, gas, and frozen dust. So it travels around the sun and in its own orbit. Same as just the asteroid. Okay, only meteorite does not have orbit. For asteroid and comet, it has its own orbit. And if you are going to compare for the temperature, comet have lower temperature compared to meteoroid and asteroid. Because of what? Because comet is made up of a mixture of ice, gas, and frozen dust. So surely the temperature of comet might be lower compared to asteroid and meteoroid. Okay, it comprises gas and water that freeze into ice, dust, and rocky particles. It travels around the sun in its own elliptical orbit. So the orbit of the comet is in the form of elliptic. Okay, this is one example of comet that is called Halley's Comet, the most famous comet in 20th century, only known as short period comet. It takes 75 until 79 years for comet Halley to orbit the sun. So as we can see here, the hayat hidup or lifetime for the comet is about 75 until 79 years for it to orbit the sun. Okay, next, how does the meteoroid move? Do you know? Okay, let's see how does the meteoroid move. Explain how does a meteoroid move around the sun. Okay, you can respond now. I don't know. Okay, you can refer to your textbook or any reference book. I'm not just only pop up the question and I let you to discover it on your own. Actually, we are going to discuss about this. But before that, we have to questionize ourselves to increase our inquiry, or to increase our interest to go more and further or deeper to learn about this. Okay, explain how does a meteoroid move around the sun? Move the meteoroid move the space freely. Its orbit.
Untitled.
Is it orbit? Meteoroid have orbit? As we discussed just now, meteoroid does not have its own orbit compared to the asteroid and to the comet. Okay, the asteroid and comet has its own orbit, but then meteoroid does not have its own orbit. Variety freely. Meteoroid. So in here we can say travels at varying space. Meteoroid travels around the sun in variety of orbits and various travel at varying speed. Travel around the sun in variety of orbit. I don't know. Okay, let's see the answer. Actually, what is the answer? Okay, this is the answer. Meteoroid have moved freely in space or influenced. It's not influence. It is typo. Influenced by the sun and planet around them. Okay, that is how meteoroid move. The movement of meteoroid. Meteoroid move freely in space because it does not have its own orbit and are influenced by the sun and planet around them. Okay, so let us continue. Okay, in here we can see the meteoroid. So meteor, meteoroid, and meteorite. There are three terms in here that we are going to discover today. So what is meant by meteor, what is meant by meteoroid, and what is meant by meteorite? So similar but different. Why we say like that? Okay, identify the picture on the screen by rearranging the shapes that correspond with each word. See, in here, this is karate. This is mixed martial art. Mixed martial art. And then this one is boxing. Okay, it looks like similar, but then it have its own difference. How does they differ from each other? Okay, so in here, this is boxing, this is mixed martial art, and this is karate. So as you can see in here too, okay, these are the three examples or the three pictures that looks alike, but then however they are differs from in terms of the size and also in terms of the function. So this one, which one is boat? Which one is ship and which one is cruiser? Which one, guys? So this one is cruiser and this one is ship and this one is boat. However, the shape of these three items are equally same, but then it has different size and also the distance that they can travel also vary from each other. Same goes to meteoroid, meteorite, and meteorite. So this is what we are going to discuss. Okay, which one is meteorite, which one is meteoroid, and which one is meteor? Do you know which one is meteorite? Which one is meteoroid and which one is meteor?
Meteorite is the one in the middle, I think.
Meteorite, one in the middle. Are you sure?
Think so. I don't know.
Okay, it's okay.
I just came back.
The third picture. The third picture is meteorite. Okay, meteor. Which one is meteor?
The second picture, teacher, I think.
The second picture. Okay, so let us see the answer. So this one is meteor. Meteor that is consists of like a small dust particles. Okay, it looks like a rain. Okay, that is called meteor. And this one is meteorite. Meteorite is a bigger size. And meteoroid is in the outer space with multiple size. Okay, that is called meteoroid. Okay, So this one, as you can see, this is meteors. Okay, start from asteroid, the bigger one. So asteroid are the rocks that are orbiting the sun, size from 480 miles to less than a mile in a diameter. Most orbit between Mars and Jupiter. And then when it becomes smaller part or fragmented, so it becomes meteoroid. So what is meteoroid? Meteoroids are pieces of asteroid that break off and continue a path through space. And then where it becomes more smaller, so it become meteors that enter the Earth atmosphere. So as the meteoroid is the pieces or the fragmented or a smaller asteroid that are situated in a space, outer space. That is called meteoroid. Once it reach our atmosphere, such an example, the Earth atmosphere, is not known as meteoroid already. So it is known as meteors. That are the meteorite that enter the Earth atmosphere. Okay, so when it becomes meteorites, okay, meteorites are meteor that actually hit the Earth's surface. Once it hit the Earth's surface, so it becomes meteorites. Is it clear, guys? Now you can differentiate between asteroid, meteoroid, meteor, and meteorites. Meteorite is the meteor that reach the surface of the Earth. And then meteor is the meteoroid that is hanging around the atmosphere of the Earth. While the meteoroid are the pieces of asteroid that are situated in the outer space. All right, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, now we continue with this. What is meteorite? Where do you think they come from? Okay, so in here you can see the meteoroid is a broken up rock and dust from either a comet, asteroid, the moon from the Mars. Okay, this is the meteoroid. Okay, so next, what is this? So as it reach the atmosphere of the Earth, so what is the name for this? So it starts from meteoroid. So it will becomes what? Just now I have explained to you later. So when it reach the atmosphere, so it becomes meteor. So when it reach the surface, it becomes meteorites. Meteor is the meteoroid that is hanging at the atmosphere. So this one is what? Sorry, this one. Meteor. Okay. So as it reach the surface of the Earth, so it will become meteorite. So Eula is a comet. Lucy is a shooting star, and Harris, it is a meteor. So it has some names. Okay, it has name for it. So Eula is a comet. Lucy is a shooting star, and sorry, Harris, it is a meteor. This is some examples for the name of the creatures. Okay, the shooting star is another name for a meteor. But the truth is, a meteor is not a star at all. Yes, meteor is not a star at all, because if the star, it is not long lasting. Okay, it is not long lasting. It has their lifetime. What is meteor? Meteor is what? Meteor is a light phenomenon or a streak of light that occurs when a meteoroid burns up as it enters the Earth atmosphere. So as I said just now, the keyword here is the Earth atmosphere. As the meteoroid reach the Earth's atmosphere, the names become meteor. So how does meteor occurs? It occurs as a light phenomenon or a streak of light that occurs when meteoroid burns up and it enters the Earth atmosphere. So this is how it looks. Okay, how can you differentiate a meteor from a comet when viewed from the Earth? Okay, remember just now I have said comet have a larger size. Comet have a larger size compared to the meteor. So compared to the meteorite, and then meteorite will become meteor, and then meteor will become meteorite. So of course, the size of the meteor becomes smaller compared to the comet. So what differentiates the two when we see them in the sky? Is that a comet moves slowly and appears in the sky for a longer time? So let's think of it. When the size is smaller, so the kinetic energy also will becomes higher. So the meteor will move faster compared to the comet because the comet have a bigger size. Bigger size thus cannot move faster. Okay, so a meteor moves swiftly and seems to fall on the ground. So it shoots from the point in the sky, making people think that it is a shooting star or falling star. Okay, as the meteor fall on the ground of the earth, so it is becomes what? Meteorite, because it's reached the surface of the earth already. So what is meteorite? Okay, meteoroid usually all burns up when it's entered the Earth's atmosphere, but meteorite, when a fragment from the meteoroid survives and makes it into the ground, this space rock fragment is now called meteorite. Okay, actually the name will become different. However, the original it is from the asteroid. Asteroid fragmented to become meteoroid. So meteoroid become meteor as it enters the surface or the atmosphere of the earth, and then once it reaches the surface of the earth, it becomes a meteorite. That's all. Okay, this is how we can say meteoroid at the outer space. So as it reaches the atmosphere, it becomes meteor. And then once it reaches the surface of the earth, it becomes a meteorite. Show where a meteoroid, meteor, and meteorite are most likely be found in the diagram. Use the following symbol for earth for each. Meteor, meteoroid, meteorite. So which one? Okay, meteoroid will becomes the highest one. Meteor in the middle and meteorite is the lowest one. So this is how we place it. Okay. Next, flash quiz. A light phenomenon observed when a meteoroid passed through the atmosphere. So what is the name for number one, guys? Guys, what is the answer for number one? Meteor. Yes, very good, Chua Pengui. Okay, number two, a fragment from a comet, an asteroid, moon, or even Mars that orbit around the sun. So what is the answer for this? What's the answer for this, guys? Number two. Number two now, we are discussing number two. Okay, just now the answer is meteor. So number two, a fragment from a comet, an asteroid, moon, or even Mars that orbit around the sun. So what is the answer? That is meteoroid. Okay. So when a meteoroid enter the atmosphere, it is usually meteor, and fragment that survive and reach the ground is called meteorite. True or false? Meteor move more swiftly compared to a comet. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So now, movement of the asteroid. Okay, now we are going to learn about movement of the asteroid. Okay, let's see this. This is how the movement of an asteroid happens. Okay, so the movement of an asteroid, so how does it move? Okay, it have an average speed of 25 kilometer per second. In 1 second, it can move 25 kilometer, a bit fast. Okay, most asteroids are the asteroid belt. However, there are also asteroid orbit that outside the asteroid belt. The orbit is called Apollo, Amor, or Aten. That are the name that refers to the asteroid that move. Number two, orbit that are outside the asteroid belt. You can refer this from your textbook. Okay, you can refer. Okay, number three, collision can happen between asteroid and the Earth of the intersection point and trails near the orbit on the Earth and orbit of the asteroid. Okay, actually, this topic is quite so broad for me, I guess. How about you? Okay, because it contains so many facts that you have to go through and you have to remember. However, okay, we don't have any shortcut, because as for this topic we are learning the thing that we can't see in our naked eyes. So however, we have to go through by reading and also by exploring, by watching the videos regarding this and so on. Okay, for those who are not interested with the astronomy, okay, so it might find this topic might so boring for them. Okay, next. Okay, what is asteroid belt? This is what we call asteroid belt. Okay, so then this is also how does it forms. It is like this. Actually, if we can the asteroid belt are far away from us, so as we can see, it looks like this. But then if we go more closer, so we can see the asteroid belt is not only like how to say, it's not only like an atmosphere or a dust that is hanging around the surrounding the planet, but then it consists of rocks. Okay, next. Okay, here is how we compare the asteroid and meteoroid. Asteroid is large piece of rock in space, orbit in the asteroid belt and made up of rock and metal. While for the meteoroid, broken piece of asteroid and comets, and also have a smaller size made of rock and metal. So both are made of rock and metal because it is originated from the asteroid. However, when the asteroid fragmented to smaller pieces, so it will become meteoroid. That's all. Okay. So then movement of the comet. So the comet is the largest one. So how does the movement of the comet? Okay, this is the illustration shows the movement of comet. Comet move about 10 to 70 kilometer per second. Compared to asteroid and meteoroid, comet move more faster. Most comets are from the Kuiper belt or Oort cloud. When a comet gets closer to the sun, it increases in speed, melts, and appears to have a long tail. So the tail of the comet is always away from the sun due to the solar wind and blowing from the sun. So strong gravitational pull of outer space, outer planet causes the comet to easily slip out of its orbit. And how does it finally becomes a comet that is out of its orbit has a risk of colliding with the Earth at high speed. So this is how the movement of comets. I can't I can't even say more regarding this. Okay, if you want to get more information more and further, you can get any videos regarding this. Okay, from the YouTube or any sources. Such an example, National Geographic also have so many videos regarding this. Okay, all right. So in this topic, we are going to explain about protecting the Earth from asteroid impact. we even can't, how to say that, we can't predict where the asteroid will hit the Earth, how big the asteroid, and so on. The only thing that we can only do the, how to say, do uh, study about the asteroid once it comes into our atmosphere, and also it comes near to our ISS. Okay, so the ISS will International Satellite System uh, station that will detect all of the movement of the asteroid. Okay, so all of the scientists keep studying about this, and they will notify us from the ISS. The scientists that are in ISS also will notify Earth in the Earth about the movement of the asteroid. So when it comes closer, so then we can detect it. Next. Okay, scientists are always monitoring asteroid in space to ensure that the orbits of the asteroid are at safe distance from the orbit of the Earth. This is to make sure that the asteroid does not hit the Earth and might give a big impact to the Earth. Warning will be issued if there is a risk of an asteroid colliding with the Earth. That is what I meant just now. And asteroid that approach the Earth may be destroyed or have its course changes. Okay, so why? Because asteroid is so big. So when it hits our Earth, so it might give a very big risk to our surface of the Earth. Okay, scientists predicted that in 2135, okay, year 2135, the Bennu asteroid with a diameter of 500 meter may crash on the Earth and produce an earthquake with the magnitude of 6.7 on the Richter scale. So this is the prediction. Okay, we do not know either it becomes true or not. So why does the surface of the moon have more craters compared to the surface of the Earth? Let's think of it. Do you know? Do you know the answer, or you want to predict some more? Also, you can. Okay, let us give the response through this link. Come on, guys. You can give your own idea first, then later we'll talk about the best answer for this question. So the question is about why does the surface of the moon have more craters compared to the surface of the Earth? Why? In one of you? Okay, let's see the answer. Okay, word cloud can see atmosphere, moon impacting meteorite because the moon has no atmosphere. Okay, moon has no atmosphere to protect. The moon does not have an atmosphere to so small rock can collide with the surface. Because moon has no atmosphere. Okay, and see here, moon has no atmosphere to protect itself from the impacting bodies. Okay, good. Okay, the answer is there actually. Okay, let's see the other one answer. The other answer, moon have no atmosphere to protect itself from impacting bodies. So some of the answers are same. So let's see the correct answer. The moon have many craters because of the absence of atmosphere. The moon have atmosphere that can burn the meteorite. So when it burn the meteorite, so the meteorite will become fragmented to a smaller pieces and cannot enter the moon. Okay, so give two asteroid located outside the asteroid belt. Just now we have already mentioned the name of the two asteroid. Do you know the name of the two asteroid? Okay, let's see the answer. We just only have one word. Apollo and Amor. Apollo and Aten. Okay. What else? Apollo and Amor. Most of you are answering the same answer. Apollo and Amor. Apollo and Aten. Okay, so let's see the answer. Apollos and Athens. Okay, so for those who had turned correct, so let's see who's yes, Ahmad Fandi is the first. If the top player, Arifa, Alia, Batrisha. So let's see the top 10. Okay, this is the top 10 people. Ahmad Fandi, Alisha, Arifa, Aswan Suraya, Auni Batrisha, Chan Zinian, Cik Kaho, Chu Kian Lok, Chua Pengui, and Gan Yi Ching. Okay, let's see top 20. Okay, you can see your name. Is the existence of your name here? Okay, Harshini, Hugh Wake, Joel Lim, Lau Yin Si, Lo Zhen Fui, Li Yan, Li No Yin, Lai Yan Ru, Ken Jun. Okay, good job everyone. So these are the top 20 players that have answered the question correctly. Okay, next. Good job to this student. Okay, next answer. So we have finished already. So that's all for today's class. Okay, before we ended our class today, okay, I'm going to assign you some homework. Okay, go to your textbook. Go through your textbook. Okay, today I'm going to send to you the answers for the previous class homework, which is I have assigned to you the...
Teacher, for the last week homework ada macam 3 or 2 soalan I tak buat sebab tak tahu.
Okay, good. Tak apa. Okay, so actually for the homework, summative practice 12, actually I will send to you the answer scheme. So for those who are not able to answer the question, so you might copy from the answer scheme that I'm giving to you later. I will screenshot the answer and give it to you through Telegram. So go through the answer and you can mark using your red pen. If you are not sure to mark your answer, just leave it blank. So once we are having the face-to-face class, I will mark your answer. Never mind. But if you are not eager to get to know how much your mark, how much the mark you can gain, so you can mark it by yourself by looking at the answer scheme that I'm sharing. Okay, after this class, I will share the answer scheme for summative practice 12. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so as for today's class, I'm going to assign to you the same question regarding the self-reflection and so on. Okay, turn on to page 277. Okay, just do the crossword puzzle and also some of the question 1 until question 8, including the mastery practice. Okay, guys? Can or not?
Yes.
Okay, please do. If you don't want to copy this question in your exercise book, you also can print or scan this copy and print out using your printer and then paste in your exercise book. It's up to you. Okay, if you don't have any printer at home, you also can copy down the question and answers. Okay, so I will share the answer shortly once the class ended. So that's all. So before we ended our class today, let's us do some reflection for today's class. Okay, how do you feel when joining the today's class? Okay, let's see. Got 3 results already. Maybe as for me, I felt so bored regarding this topic. Okay, sincerely to say lah, I'm not interested in astronomy, so that's why I feel so bored. And hey, how many of you still so tired? Why? Is it the task that I'm giving to you so hard for you to solve, or so many? Okay, some of you feels excited, some of you feel tired. Yeah, maybe you are so tired because we are having class during the lunch hour, right? Maybe you feel so hungry, okay, and eager to finish the class and want to have your lunch. Okay, yeah, we are going to stop now. Okay, but please do not please remember to give your response for the attendance today. Okay, today the reflection, we can see the activities done today were interesting. It seems like not interesting, 3.7, yeah. I'm trying my best to do the more interesting way, but this is how I just can come up with you. Okay, I'm trying my best to improve for the next topic that might be more interesting for us to discover, because the next topic is regarding the continuation of the previous topic, that is biodiversity. We are going to learn about ecosystem. So it is an interesting topic for you to learn. We are going to learn about the flow, energy flow in ecosystem, nutrient cycle, and so on. Okay, if we're going to have the face-to-face class, there are so many activities that we can do together. But then since we are still having the PDPR, so there are so many constraints for us to do more lively. But then, never mind, we'll try my best to do and to make sure that the ecosystem topic is much more interesting for us to discover. Okay? So, this one, how teacher can improve more in teaching you. So, it's just only 29 of you. Okay? I feel like our class today is not interesting as always. But I'm so sorry. That's just only that I can come through. Okay. So I think that's all for now. Is there any question you want to ask before we left our meeting today? Any question, guys? No?
No.
All right. So don't forget to do the homework that I gave to you just now. It's just only 2 pages. Okay, please complete your exercise book, because once we are having our face-to-face class, I'm going to have your book. I'm going to check all of the homework that I've given to you. Make sure it is completed within the time frame given. Okay, please do not uh, jangan tangguh-tangguhlah kerja tu. Okay? So, if there's no question anymore, please hit the button reaction and give your reaction. So for today's class, guys, I want to see your reaction now. Hit the button reaction so that I can see. Okay, so thank you very much for your reaction. So we end our class with 47 students only in the line. So why the attendance is so bad today? May I know why? Okay, it's just only 47 of you only for today. Yeah, it's okay. So I'm hoping that all of you can respond to the attendance link in the type. I have pasted already in the Telegram, and also please do the homework. That's all for today, guys. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Putri. Bye, Zahra. Bye, Fandi.
Thank you,
Yeah,
teacher.
welcome.